heart health, boost energy, and even reduce migraines. Get the science, the stories, and the steps to power up your health with CoQ10. Don't miss Wellness Unlocked. Watch now on WESN and start your wellness journey today.
FanZone, your reliable, authentic supplier, has just gotten better. You can now visit our website www.fanzonett.com for your authentic wear and collectibles. The only place where you can use both your Visa debit and credit cards. Visit our website fanzonett.com to make your purchase today.
Maybe he landed here totally by coincidence. But if by chance he's admiring your fresh coat of Benjamin Moore soft sky blue, well, that's a pretty high compliment. Coming from an expert.
Good morning and welcome back to AM Prime on WESN. I am Jada McLeod as per usual. So we're just going to jump straight into our last conversation of the morning. So we live in a new world, the technological age defined by complete and total access to information, computers, connectivity and the like. But back in school, I know you remember we used to do arts and crafts. But now we are combining those skills, art and technology. The conversation that we're about to have is with a locally based company called Coded Arts, who are doing just that. So help me to wish a great good morning to Mr. Andy Birazaha. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Baraza.
Baraza, the second?
Yes.
Ooh, how distinguished. So good morning and welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty early.
It is. I'm still waking up, I think.
Nah, he's good. All right, so as we jump into it, tell us a little bit more about Coded Arts. Who are you? Who is it?
Yeah, so Coded Arts is a game development company. We're right here in Trinidad, not too far from the studio. We're primarily art focused, but we do full stack game development. And so the way things work for us is clients from, I guess, North America and Europe, they reach out to us and they have art assets, the visuals for their games. They need these things done. Our team here in Trinidad is able to create these art assets, help them with the visual look of their game, package that up and send it back to them for integration into their final product.
So they come to you with an idea?
They come to us, yeah, with an idea, with their game.
Yeah.
Yes. So if we say, I guess we can use an example like Sims. Let's say someone comes from Sims to Trinidad. We would love that to happen, but let's say they come from Sims to Trinidad and they say, hey, we're creating a new furniture set for Sims. And we need somebody to actually, in 3D, create the couches, create the lamps, create the whatever comes with that furniture set. Our team would then now, in our 3D application, start creating those assets, digitally making the furniture. Once everything is done and the client approves, we package everything up and we ship it back to the client, and that would go directly into the game.
So that's a virtual something, or is there any physical piece to it?
All virtual, all digital, yeah.
So what is a special skill set that you need to have to be able to do that sort of game development?
So we're primarily, if you're looking at the art side of it, you're looking for 3D artists, different from 2D artists, right? We're not painting on a canvas, we're not drawing in Photoshop. We're working in a three-dimensional space in softwares like Maya, Blender, 3ds Max. And so you need a strong understanding of 3D software and 3D packages if you want to work there. I mean, I think the closest thing that we could link it to is maybe the tools architects use to visualize their buildings. It's a similar package of softwares. Some of them come from the same companies, but they're more tailored to the entertainment sector. So we use the same tools in games as they use in film, as they use in mobile apps, sometimes even in product visualizations. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the team that powers Coded Arts.
Yeah, so I think we're a little over 30 persons now. Yeah, the team is split into two. One is the production team, one is our portfolio team. A production team is constantly working with clients, selling assets to them, doing revisions with them, taking on new challenges for our clients. And our portfolio team, their job is to upskill and attract new clients to the company in Trinidad.
Okay. So if you're split into two teams, you have, so you said production.
Yeah, production.
All right. So say you're fresh out of UE or some other university and you want to join the coded arts team. You love arts, you did some coding in school. Where would you fit?
So if you're doing programming, all the teams use programming. It's a skill set we call a technical artist. And so if you're a programmer and you also have a love or at least an appreciation of the arts or understanding of the arts, that's a perfect niche for you to fit into. So as a technical artist, what you're doing is you're building tools for the artist to use digitally. So maybe making a particular asset or doing something is particularly tedious or difficult. Your job is now to come in and work with the artist to build something that would make their lives easier and speed up production.
Okay. So if you can in layman's terms explain what is coding or what is programming, I think that's better to say.
I mean, programming is just talking to the computer and telling it what to do.
Oh, it's just talking to the computer. But then when you see these screens, there's a bunch of ones and zeros and X's and R's and this long line of code and it's like, this is so confusing. How do you make sense of it?
It's a language, right? And you have to learn the language. There are different programming languages out there. There's Python, there's C++, there's C#. You choose which one you want to learn and you go down that path. It might seem very mysterious at first glance, but I mean, so is French when I looked at it for the first time. But once you learn what all the symbols mean and what all the different characters mean, it becomes quite second nature to you to implement them and use them.
So I think we were having a conversation off air right before this particular episode started, and we were talking about how people can be so reluctant to learn these new things, right, when it comes to technology, and we often have conversations regarding AI on this show. So can we get into a conversation about, how important it is to learn these new skills?
Yeah, I think the world is constantly advancing and we're constantly moving forward as a people, as a society, as a nation. And we all need to try to be as much on the forefront of things as possible. Yes, some of the older jobs and some of the things we saw growing up may hang around for a while, but everything is eventually going to move forward.
And it's going to advance.
Yeah, it's going to advance. So I think leaving school isn't a signal to stop learning and stop educating yourself. It means you could learn at a slower pace than you did when you were in school, but you still have to learn. Within whatever industry you're in, see what's new in the industry. Every industry has new technology and new advancements. I was talking to my barber the other day and he was telling me about the advancements in his industry and how excited he is for what's to come. So no matter where you're at, look at what's growing and what's happening out there, not just in Trinidad, not just in the Caribbean, but globally, and try to get involved, and try to educate yourself a little bit about it, so that when it gets here, you're not totally blindsided.
Exactly. We live in a technology age, so technology is going to affect every single industry. So it's within your best interest to continue to upskill yourself, and just even if you're not learning the skill, but learning what is coming new in whatever industry that you're in. So even in journalism, AI is revolutionizing our industry to the extent where it's going to take some jobs, if you're really being honest. But we have to continue to learn how to master AI for use in our industry. So that's something that even we're scared of. Media professionals, those in entertainment, those in the creative arts, we're pretty anxious when it comes to the whole AI conversation, but we have to learn how to use it because it's already here and it's already changing. So we have to learn how to adapt with it. On your website, though, I was seeing that there was a heavy push towards celebrating our Trinidadian culture, Trinbagonian culture. Why is that important to coded arts?
I think we want studios that work with us to fall in love with not just us and our work, but our country as a whole. So a lot of our clients, we bring them down to Trinidad first, they spend time on the island, they get accustomed to what life is like in Trinidad, they understand how we think, how we work, before they agree to work with us. I think that's really important to fostering a long-term partnership. We're not interested in clients and partners that are just here for one project or one product. We want that long-term partnership, and getting to know us, getting to know the studio, getting to know the island, getting to know the culture is really important for that.
Is there a reason you're doing it? Because like of lack of trust in any way, they don't know much about Trinidad, so that's why you want to educate them? Because some people could be very skeptical when it comes to working with new people in a new country, where some of them aren't even sure we speak English. That's all on your website as well. We speak English. So I'm wondering, that was the reason why.
We mentioned that a lot because a lot of the external development currently happens in Asia.
Oh,
so clients being able to communicate in their native language with us is a really huge bonus from them. So, but from the time we have a Skype call or a Zoom call, they know we speak English. It's more just, I think, falling in love with the island and being able to bring them down. They fall in love with it and they work with us, but it may open opportunities for them to work with other persons. We had someone down here with us about 2 weeks ago. He came, he spent 2 weeks with us in Trinidad. We're still working with him, but he met persons in the entertainment industry. He met persons who DJs, and you know, he's interested in doing other things with them. So he's not just working with coded arts. We've brought somebody to the island that's now spreading that out to everybody else, or trying to spread it out to everybody else.
You know, making sure everybody can eat at the table, as we like to say. So do you think that there isn't enough interest in this type of industry from us here in Trinidad, and that's why you kind of have to outsource the audience?
There is an interest in the industry from on the consumer side of things, but I think on the corporate side of things, there's a lack of understanding of how this works, and the trials and tribulations that come with bringing a technological product to market. There are a few clients that I've worked with locally that have been really invested in going the route of getting a tech product out there, but that's not something most persons will do. I mean, we see Google as it is now. We didn't see Google when it was just a small company only in San Francisco and it was not working half the time. And that is tech in a nutshell. It's iterative. We launched the first one, you see how it works, you get feedback, you improve until they get to the final product. And I don't think there's as much of an appetite locally right now for failure.
That opens up a new can of worms for me, because I was just going to ask, what do you think is the major challenge? Is it us as a culture where we don't like the idea of having to try and not knowing if it's going to work out for us? Is it that we just don't know that this is a...
Everyone guarantees. And there are no guarantees in tech. There are many tech companies that pop up and fail every single day. But if you invest in 3 tech companies, the one that succeeds is more than going to bring back the investment of the 2 that failed. But you have to be willing to take the risk, and that's something we're trying to do in, you know, working with clients, developing IPs in Trinidad, working with other tech companies in Trinidad and bringing that knowledge down here. And trying to get persons to understand that it's an iterative process. It may not work the first time, but if you iterate on your design, on your product, the final product will get there eventually, but you have to be willing to
go the distance with it. Is coded arts a way to address brain drain?
Yes, I think so. I mean, we've had a few nationals come back. We've got somebody from the UK, from Los Angeles, and I'm trying with a couple more right now. They've been a little bit resistant, but we'll get them back soon enough, don't worry.
So that in itself is iterative. So how can Trinidad and Tobago support our game devs a lot more?
I think from the consumer side of things, the interest is there. I just think businesses and investors, they need to really want to throw their weight behind it, right? If you have a project and an idea, try it. Let's see if it works. Like let's try a small sample, a small version of it that may not cost you too much, but you can get something out of the market, get feedback, and evolve that to the next stage. Get feedback and evolve to the next stage. Just iterate to get where we want to go rather than drop and try to get the final thing. Well, let's not say we're going to build Google in a week. Let's say we're going to build Google in 3 years. And we'll get there and it'll be worth it after the 3 years.
Do we have any funds that young game developers can access, or is there any scholarships, if you will, with those people who kind of pour money into new tech ideas? I can't remember the name of what they're called right now, but those sorts of people, those sorts of funds, do we have that available here in Trinidad?
Not to my knowledge. There are a couple of government programs that we've been able to tap into. We're straddling an interesting space between animation and IT.
Yeah.
So we're able to utilize some of these services available to IT companies as well as some of these services available to animation companies. I haven't seen much in the private space. So, yeah.
You're asking for more of that.
Yeah, we would like to see more investment from private companies.
All right. So for young game developers, do you have any words of advice for them?
Yeah, just get started. The information is out there. You don't need to wait for somebody to sit down and have over your shoulder or go to school. I learned a lot of what I learned through YouTube, Udemy courses. It got me really far. And I think I can get a lot of persons really far. There are people making games every single day. You just need to make your return on investment. If you know you're going to invest $5,000 in yourself to learn games, you just need enough people to purchase your game to make that back up. You don't need to be Call of Duty right away. You just need to, again, slowly iterate. You get 5,000 users with this game, you get 10,000 users with the next game, and you slowly build it into something.
What's something you wish people knew more about coded arts and about this industry?
I wish people knew that more people knew that we were here, which is why we're on programs like this talking about it right now. More people know that we're here and our team is skilled and able to take up tasks in game development for companies, studios, even private individuals that are interested in doing something in this space. You don't have to go abroad. You don't have to go to America. You don't have to go to Europe. You don't have to go to India. The talent is here at home.
Yeah.
Let's tap into the talent at home and grow something together for us.
I love that. The talent is here at home. Let's tap into the talent here at home and grow something for us, by us. That's beautiful. Well said. So as we begin to wrap this interview, how can people find out more about you? Where can they contact you?
We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We also have a website, codedarts.studio. So please reach out to us on all of these platforms. We'd love to talk with you. If you're interested in game development, I'd be very happy to sit down and have a conversation with you about what we could do, what you could do, and what could happen in the local industry.
So codedarts.studio. Yeah. That's all socials?
It's just Coded Arts on Facebook and Instagram, but the website is codedarts.studio.
All right, there you go. So thank you so much for coming on and telling us a little bit more about Coded Arts, Andy. It's interesting to learn about this because when I first heard it, I was like, what is this? Games, arts, design, what is this? And then we had a conversation and I was like, this is so interesting. This is something I didn't think we had in Trinidad and Tobago. This is something I didn't think people actually did. But then when you think about all the games that we play, someone has to design them. Someone has to do those things, you know?
Someone's making it, yeah.
Someone's making it.
And why not have us make it right here?
Right here. I love that. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
I hope you have a beautiful rest of your morning.
I hope so as well.
And we do something at the end of every program where we say a quote. And I kind of want to reuse what you just said. If you could help me to remember it. Help me to remember it. It was about using what is locally, using your locally sourced talent.
Local talent to build something for ourselves. Yeah.
Building for us, by us.
Yeah.
We have the talents here.
We do.
So that's what I am going to end with this morning. Again, thank you, Andy, and thank you to the producers in the back. As we come to the end of the show, as always, you know you can engage with us on WESN TV, WESN CC, or you can WhatsApp us at 682-9376, 682-9376. If you forgot where to find Coded Arts or producer can't write it down, you can always contact us and we can give you that information. You can reach me at Naomi McNish on Instagram or myself at I am Jada McLeod on Instagram as well. So I do hope that you have a very beautiful morning. Stay tuned. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay inspired, and stay tuned for Sean Michael Small coming up with Talking Point on the hour of 8 a.m. I will see you back here on Thursday. Bye-bye.
WESN.
Maybe he landed here totally by coincidence. But if by chance he's admiring your fresh coat of Benjamin Moore soft sky blue, well, that's a pretty high compliment. Coming from an expert.